Nesting can be a great way to keep your code more organized and to allow you to see the hierarchy between the elements. With that being said, you do want to be careful that you don't nest your code too many levels deep. Usually a general rule is to keep it to 2 or 3 levels, and that should be fine. When you're writing nesting using SASS, it can fool you into thinking that all of your selectors are made up of single elements or classes, but what you're really doing is you're chaining together a few. For this reason, you want to be careful not to nest too many levels deep. If you nest too deeply, you could have specificity problems, or you may be adding more rules for things that you might not need. One problem if you use overly specific selectors is you'll have to write even more specific selectors to override them. So just keep in mind that you don't want to get carried away with going too deep with your nesting. So I aim for no more than 3 levels of nesting, which is about as much as I'm willing to chain together for my selectors. I really try to keep the nesting to 2 levels most of the time and only use 3 levels when I think it's necessary. I do really love nesting though when I'm dealing with pseudo classes because I think they're really efficient and it allows me to have more readable and maintainable code. I find nesting to be extremely helpful when I'm building menus and navigation bars. Most of the downsides of nesting SASS come from about nesting too many levels deep. The downsides are more to do with poor coding in general than nesting. If you keep from nesting more than 2 or 3 levels, you should be okay.